Welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, a weekly battle of wits, debating everything from horseshoes to hand grenades, all for the privilege to be called right. And now, your hosts, Bobo and Travis.
Hey guys, welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast. I'm Travis. With me always is Bobo.
Heyo!
How's it going, buddy?
How we doing?
I don't know. That just sounded funny to me.
Why?
I don't know. It was with more chutzpah than you normally have. I guess that's the word I'm going for.
Okay.
You just had I don't know. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm multitasking right now.
What are you doing?
Well, we normally record a little bit later than usual. Okay.
About like 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, it actually makes a difference because I set an alarm so I can do our podcast posts.
But it's already posted.
It is on one social media. It is on Facebook. It's not been posted on Instagram just yet, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So, yeah. So people,
why don't you just post it to Instagram and have it post to Facebook from Instagram?
Because I tried that. I don't know why you keep asking me questions when I'm trying to do two things at once, but I tried to do that initially when we set it all up, and for some reason it was posting it to my personal page, and it wasn't working. So now I have to post. I can get it to work for Twitter, so I post the Facebook and the Twitter / Instagram separately. So, anyways, I'm done.
Okay, great.
Thanks for making me do all the heavy lifting while I was trying to do that post.
Listen, man, you're multitasking. We're getting things done quicker. Get you out of here earlier. You know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to watch that big game tonight. That Pens Capitals game. But
I saw our buddy MC is out at the game tonight.
Is he? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, him and his girlfriend are there at the game.
Good for you. I'm jealous. I'm always jealous when I see people at games because it's such a fun thing to go to.
Especially hockey. Out of any sport, hockey's not my number one sport. It's up there.
Right.
But not my favorite sport. But to watch live, it's number one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Mandy and I just went to a game a couple weeks ago. It was a game in which the Penguins lost, but we still, it was still a super exciting game and not a terrible experience. So,
okay.
Yeah, it was great. No, it was great. I don't even know how to talk at this point, but you imagine that if you go to a game and your team loses, it's not going to be a good time. But this one, it still was a good time. But
that's a lot of the reason I don't like going to games is I don't want to spend all that money to be disappointed.
I know exactly what you mean, and I have that fear as well, because I did say to Mandy, I was like, we need to come to a playoff game because the energy is completely different, and I'd like her to experience that. But the only playoff game I've ever gone to, they lost, and I don't really want to spend the money or the time to go to Pittsburgh and watch the Penguins lose in the playoffs. So I don't know what we'll do.
See, that's the thing. I feel like if it was two other random teams, I'd rather go to a random game if it's like, let's say, the Chicago Blackhawks and, I don't know, the Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
Great. Let's go to the game because I don't care who wins or loses. We'll just have a great fucking time.
I would imagine. I don't feel that way. I'd rather see the Penguins lose than go see two random teams. But I will. But,
really?
Yeah. But
you'd rather pay money knowing they would lose.
I don't know that. Not pay money. Like when you bring that aspect of, like if I was gonna pay money and I knew that they were gonna lose, I wouldn't pay the money. But for the chance for them, but I would have probably a better time watching the Penguins lose than I would two random TVs or two random teams. But I would imagine you and I are probably similar in the way that we look at what games we are going to pay for and see who are the shittiest teams they're going to play, so we hopefully see a win.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Right, you're right. No, we min-max that. Right. I don't want to see them play the number one team in the division, their biggest rival. I want to see them play the fucking dumpster.
I'll be honest, though. This year's been tough because the Penguins haven't had too many Saturday games. And that's pretty much what I need to go see them. And the one we went, they played the number one team in the West. So I had a feeling they were going to lose. And they didn't lose by much, but
they lost.
But they lost. It was still a great game. But anyways, MC, I know this is. I'm hoping you see a good game tonight, and I hope you see a win. So
yeah, you know what? I don't want you to have any fun at all in life. So
I knew,
yourself.
I knew that was coming. So shall we talk about Fantasy Movie League?
Yeah. Of course we should, and you know why.
Well, for those who are not playing in our
I'm
league,
back, baby.
Oh wait. Oh, I didn't even know that.
What do you mean you fucking know that?
Oh, I didn't look at it.
Oh, I looked at it.
I didn't look at it because for those of you who are not in our league, I forgot to play. And
I sent you that message. And I wanted it to sound as ominous as possible. So I don't know when you don't play, but our buddy Derp to Derp is like super into the movie league as much as I am. And he is now like spamming the refresh on Saturday mornings to wait till or Friday mornings to wait till the times lock in just to see who picked what movies.
Yeah, well,
so he knew right away when he was looking at all the lineups that you didn't set yours, and he texted me like at 12:30.
Yep, I did not set my league, and I boy did I have a terrible week. Although I was not last in our league. But
so yeah, and well, that's true. But he sent me that message, so I decided to fuck with you a little bit. So I sent Travis this real ominous message. I said in like I used exclamation points, and I was like, "What the fuck, Travis?" And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "It's only week fucking 2."
But the best part about it was, so Bobo texted me this message, and he let me know that I forgot to play. And yes, yet again I forgot to play. I guess I'm going to have to set an alarm to play the Fantasy Movie League. However, I'm not sure that I'm willing to commit that much to this Fantasy League to set an alarm so I remember to play. What fucks me is whenever a Fantasy Movie League forgets to email us. And
right.
that happened this week, but as soon as Bobo texted me, I get an email from Fantasy Movie League stating, "We screwed up." Like, oh no, the subject was, "We messed up, let us make it right." So I was like, "Ooh, let me see what's going on here." So apparently some of the users were having problems Friday morning setting their lineups. So they were giving everybody the opportunity that if you were having that problem, you email them what lineup you wanted, and they would automatically put it in. So it'd be like, you didn't miss the week. And so I just screenshotted the email and sent it to Bobo and asked him if this is ethical for me to do this. And
what did I say to you?
You said, yeah, anything goes in Fantasy Movie League, which I probably thought, nah, that's not right. Like, so I could have played this week. I chose to sit this one out. And honestly, I'm not upset that I did it. Because week 2, I'm already out of the running so I don't give a shit for the rest of the season.
Yeah, now you'll play the rest of the season and do pretty well though. That's your luck.
Probably, yeah. But I mean, I'm down 84 million. That's a death sentence. Like I'm not coming back from that. So it's just so it's over for me this season. That's fine. At least we know it week 2. We don't have to drag this out, people, and see how badly Travis is going to do. I'm going to lose.
I see now the whole season's great for me now.
Listen, let's get to that. So I didn't even look at the Fantasy Movie League, but I am now, and you won by the slimmest of margins.
Whatever. Fucking win's a win.
I know, but you're back. You're back.
I'm back.
You're back just like Derp to Derp is because he came in second right behind you.
Yeah, but guess what? Now I'm in first place.
For now.
Fuck off.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, I'll be there forever, baby. I started last season. I didn't start strong. Remember, that was the problem. I was like 6th, 7th place the first couple weeks, and I ended up fucking again losing at the very end. This season, I'm starting off strong, so you're all fucked.
I need to make or bounce this audio down just so I can play it for you at the end of the season. Whenever you're so disappointed when Derp to Derp beats you again, or who won last time?
Yeah, Derp's won the last 2 seasons in a row because he's a fucking dickhead and I hate him.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear you. I just wanted to hear you say that. But see, I just when Derp. And by the way, you are not in first place
this week
overall. No, you said overall you're in first place. No, you're not.
No, I'm not. This is week.
Okay, but that's not what you said. So
whatever. Fuck it. I don't care what I said.
But Androids right there in third place. Still don't know who the fuck you are. But
who the fuck is Android? God damn that dude.
Big Red is in fourth. Andy's in fifth. Family Fun Time. Still don't know what the fuck you were saying on that voicemail. Came in sixth. Tim's in seventh. Frank's in eighth. I'm in ninth. And Biggie's in 10th. Only because he also forgot to play. And
I think he's done. I think he quit.
Oh, he's a quitter?
He's a fucking quitter, man.
Well, that'll happen. So
that's all right.
I wonder if while we're doing this podcast from now on, should I just set my lineup and then I can change it if I need to. But just in case, I should just set it while we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, you used to say you did that.
No, I learned a while ago. I set the tiebreaker every week. Like right now,
why would you just not set your lineup as like a preliminary, like a fail safe? Because you know you're gonna fucking forget it.
Yeah, I like to live life on the edge, I guess.
Yeah, but you fall off the edge of the cliff.
yes, I do. Well, what are you gonna
do? With shocking regularity.
Does it irritate you? Does it irritate you that I forget it?
Yes.
Then that's why I'm not setting it right now.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, the funny part about it is right before we start recording, we kind of set what we're gonna do for the episode and map it out a little bit. And when I mentioned the fantasy movie league, you were like, "Yeah, we're gonna talk about the entire episode." I thought it was just to make fun of me because I forgot to set my lineup. But no,
I'm just getting started. Let's do it.
Oh no, it's just because you want to gloat because you won by the slimmest of margins.
No, listen, those are the best victories. All right, you're not first or last.
I'm I'm not last. Biggie. Well, I guess I'm last in people that are kind of playing, but
Yeah. Fuck you.
Oh, listen. I don't know. I don't know why I forget. I mean, it is weird to me because like I take this podcast pretty seriously, and
that's true.
And I really do like doing it. However, if I didn't set alarms to remind me to do the social media stuff, I would always forget about it. I don't know why. And the thing about it is like I personally try to share our Facebook page or our Facebook post. And yet, most of the time, I forget about doing that because when I look at it, you have already done it. So I try to space them out a little bit, so we're not hitting some of the same people right in a row.
Right.
So therefore, I forget to do it. I may have early onset Alzheimer's. I don't know.
You got the old timers disease.
Yeah, I'm going senile. So
well, that's true.
So Uncle Travis is going to get handsy in his senility age.
And if you want to join in the fun with us, it's fantasymovieleague.com. Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, is the league, and the password to get into the league is Travis Bobo, all one word, all lowercase.
Come join us. You can't do worse than I will.
That's very true. And it's fun to beat Travis. Even if he doesn't try, it's still great.
I'm going to try. I just forget to try.
Want to move on to your picture?
Yes. Okay. So go to pwthepodcast.com right now, and there is a picture posted on this week's episode page. And
what a fucking gem it is.
So I'll set this up a little bit.
Okay.
Because I was in the bathroom at a gas station. And because I'm on the road when for my job, and so I look over and I see what is on this picture, and I'll describe it to our listeners that can't go onto our website right now, but I urge you to. It is somebody on the side of the bathroom stall scrawled and like cut into it with a knife or something sharp. R.I.P. Ken, 1960 to 18, and a sad face. And
this picture is glorious.
I'll be honest with you. I'm these always, anytime somebody takes the time to scratch something into a bathroom wall is perplexing to me. Because I'll be very honest with you, if I'm in the bathroom at a public place, I'm going for speed. I want to get in and out of there as quickly as I possibly can.
I don't know why you'd want to linger.
Well, these people do. I mean, you want to linger because you're trying to scroll something into the fucking wall.
Maybe it was Ken's favorite stall.
Maybe that's where Ken and whoever this dude is hooked up for the first time.
Was there a glory hole?
There was no glory hole. But maybe they didn't need one. They don't need they don't need the anonymity of a glory hole. They're okay sucking each other's D's face to face.
In a bathroom stall and in a public restroom?
Right. Yes. I like, who takes the time to do this? And Ken is what? 58 years old? So like,
yeah.
Who is scrolling? Like, I would assume, I'm hoping at least, or I don't know if hoping is the right word. I'm guessing it's this person's father that they're heartbroken about their dad. So they're
you think a son or a father would scroll in a bathroom stall about their family? Really?
You think it's like a friend? Like some other 50-some-year-old
I think it's like a drunk drinking buddy. Oh, I miss Ken so much. R.I.P.
It could be. I just don't know why you would do it. And I'll be honest with you. This is the second funniest thing I've seen carved into a bathroom wall.
What was the first funniest?
The first one is a local bar of ours, and I've probably talked to you about this, Bobo, personally many a times because it blows my mind every time. Right above the urinal at this local bar, somebody carved into the wall REM. The fucking band REM. Who cares that much about shiny fucking happy people to scroll REM into a wall?
Is that what you think of when you think of REM?
It was the first thing that came to my mind, but no.
Really? Not losing my religion.
Oh, shiny happy people was funnier in my head. But
wow.
Okay.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I just like, I'm so like, I would love to be there. I would love to witness that, and I would have so many questions for the young men that are doing these these carvings.
I like how you assume they're young men. Listen, I don't think they're young or men.
Dude, they're young because carving into a bathroom wall it's not an old man's game. That's a young man's game.
It's a young man's game, these bathroom carvings?
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally.
But I'm going to go out and start a string of bathroom carvings to prove you wrong.
But I'll tell you what. So when I saw this in the bathroom, I was not alone in the bathroom, okay? And I was like,
you were in the stall getting your DS. All right, cool.
Yes, yeah. I was lonely. I needed to get the poison out. So, anyways, I wasn't alone, and I noticed this. I was like, you know what? I got to take a picture of this for the podcast. And and right before I took the picture, I thought to myself, you know what? Wouldn't it be funny if like the sound was on my phone, and when you clicked it, it does the camera aperture. Yeah. And but I was like, you know what? But my phone is always on silent. And lo and behold, it wasn't on silent. But it was low enough that I don't think anybody heard it.
See, now that's dicey because you don't want to hear someone taking a picture in the bathroom,
right?
You could be like a whole sexual misconduct type allegation.
I would think so. Yeah, I would think like I'd be looking around to see if somebody took a picture of me because there was some dude in the next stall. So like,
he thinks you're trying to upskirt him,
right? Yeah. So, yeah. But again, the volume was low enough that it didn't happen. But I was like, you know what? I deserve that. I totally.
Yeah, you do deserve it.
Yeah, I know. So
you're a fucking piece of shit.
I just
going around in bathrooms, just snapping pictures left and right. Fucking wild.
Fuck yeah, man! I just thought it was hilarious. I literally saw it and I had a little chuckle to myself. But
I mean, if you go to pwpodcast.com, check out this picture. We'll post it on the Instagram and stuff too. There's nothing identifiable about this picture unless you know who this chicken scratching is on the wall could be related to.
Yeah.
I don't know any Ken, so.
Ooh, I'm trying to think if I
R.I.P. though, buddy. Wherever you are out there, someone there is missing you. Sad face.
Here's one for you, buddy. All right, moving on.
I have. Before we move on, I have a little piece of news.
Okay.
Well, not okay. News is not a good word. As Travis knows, my driver's license pictures are legendary.
Yeah.
Guess what tomorrow is?
Oh, tomorrow's driver picture taking day.
I don't want to spoil it yet, Travis, but I haven't shaved in a month.
Are you going to be doing any shaving tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Will you leave all of your beard and mustache hair on, but shave your eyebrows?
No. I have to go to work, or else I would get way more. And plus, you also want them to at least recognize you.
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean,
but trust me, I might post it for the listeners. I might have to block out my eyes or something, but I'm going to post the picture for the listeners.
Why would you block out your eyes?
So they can't identify you. That's how they do it.
You understand that your picture is on our website.
Yeah, but whatever.
And your picture's on all of our social media.
Fuck. All right. Well, I don't need to block it out. But anyways, you're going to love it.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to find pictures of my old driver's licenses so I can have because I've done it for the last 15 years in a row.
Yeah, why don't you keep those?
I have them. I don't know where they are.
Oh. Yeah, you should find those.
I'm trying to find them all.
If you do, let me know. We'll piece it all together and post it.
I'm missing one. I found one of them. I'm missing one driver's license to complete the ensemble. But anyway, so tomorrow's going to be a fun day for everyone. Just wanted to throw it out there. Let's move on.
Hold on. Before we move on, what would it take for you to go full Neo? And just go full Neo and just shave everything. Eyebrows, head, everything.
Ooh.
Like what? Like, you know.
I probably wouldn't do it because then you wouldn't recognize me when I had hair again.
I still, well, could you just tell people you had cancer?
Oh.
Charlie has cancer.
Oh, dude, that is so money now. Me and money need a lot now.
Yeah, like, because I mean, really, the only problem you're gonna have is going to a bar. And I feel like...
Right, which is the only reason I don't... Yeah.
And I feel like just saying, like, oh, I went through a rough time at that point. Literally just saying that probably would get somebody off your back. But if you had to elaborate... But I would love... I don't know. I would love for that to happen. That would be hilarious.
We'll see. I don't know if I don't know, man. Not this time.
Yeah, no, not this time. Maybe in the future. Maybe if the listeners...
I do some pretty crazy stuff, so I'm not going to say that's not outside the realm of possibility.
All right. Cool.
All right.
You want to move on?
Let's move on. We got a voicemail.
We do have a voicemail, and I will tell our listeners, well, first off, this listener, you got it in just under the wire. Because in an hour and a half later, we wouldn't have gotten it, and we wouldn't have played it. But because we recorded. But, yeah, here we go.
Yo, West Coast pedant again. First of all, Bobo, my apologies for not calling you by your correct name, Bobo. I hope, Bobo, that I can make it up at some point to you, Bobo. Okay, anywho, second, in response to you guys' last episode, I'm curious if you've seen the reports about the latest college admissions scandal. Specifically that the daughters of Lori Loughlin, Aunt Becky from Full House, are apparently social media influencers. And they're also two of the kids who got in through the admission scandal, the side door, as it's coming out. Just thought it was an interesting tangent to your discussion of the Fire Festival and the growing influence, visibility of online personalities. All right, nothing more. Have a good one, Bobo and Travis. Bye.
Thank you for including me in your voicemail. I appreciate it.
Thank you for using my name correctly. Yes, I got the point, by the way. That you know it's Bobo now. I'm very proud of you.
Yes, good. We're listening. Anyways.
Fucking great.
So let's talk about this for a little bit.
Sure.
And
well, not for a little bit. I mean, we're gonna turn and talk about for the rest of the goddamn episode because it's fucking great.
I think so. So, Bobo, why don't you explain to our listeners for anyone who has been living under a rock for the past couple of days may not understand about this.
Okay, so what? That's Big Red, by the way, calling in. What Big Red is referring to is there's a huge college admissions cheating scandal that got uncovered by the FBI that is all over the news this week. And listen, this story's got legs, so you're going to keep hearing about it.
Right.
Which is why we're talking about it. And I guess today, or I guess it was Tuesday when you're, so you're hearing us a couple days later, but we're recording this on a Tuesday. The documents just got unsealed today, which is why it's all over the news right now on Tuesday. So what happened is they've charged about 50 people in this $25 million nationwide college admissions cheating scandal, which basically is a bunch of rich dicks.
Yep.
Bribing people to get their rich dick kids into well-known schools like Stanford, Yale, USC, et cetera, et cetera.
And it's not people. It's just one dude, isn't it?
It's the owner of a company. He was not the only person from his company charged.
Oh, okay. So this was a company. This is an LLC that that was doing this.
It's a real company. So that's the kind of fucked up crazy part about it is it's like a real organization. I don't know if I want to use the word real there. That's not the right word, right? This isn't real anymore, right? I mean, they're just basically cheating you into it. So
let me ask you a question. And before we get it, so the gist of this is some rich assholes paid another asshole to get their asshole kids into some dickhead college. So
right, it's 33 parents were charged, and then there are some college coaches and some other people that have been charged, and people that are part of this organization that were doing it as well.
I love that it's called Operation Varsity Blues. But anyways, back to what I wanted to ask you. Do you care about this?
I think it's hysterical.
But I mean, do you care? Like, does this have any implication to anything? Honestly. Now, what these people were doing is cheating on the SATs, either by coaching them on how to cheat or just sending in somebody else to take the SATs for them,
which is even better.
Right? I always love that. That was the premise to some movie or something that I watched recently, and I can't. Right. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, there was a premise that where somebody was taking SATs for other kids, but it's totally escaped me at this point. But again, do you care that this is happening? What harm is this befalling on our public?
So, is there really truly harm? I'm going to say I personally think no. However, let me explain what actually happens, Travis. This is kind of the same argument about steroids in the NFL.
Okay.
Is there harm that people are doing steroids in the NFL?
No. I mean,
the real harm is that you knock out, let's say you're a mid-level player that might not be on a team if you don't do steroids. So then now you're on the team because you're doing steroids, and you've knocked out somebody from the league who's not doing steroids and playing by the rules.
Right. Well,
obviously, there's a limited number of slots available in these high universities. So by a rich dick's kid taking up a slot at Yale, a truly deserving kid is no longer allowed to go there.
Okay, I see your point there. And honestly, the real harm for the steroids and football is not knocking out a guy who was following the rules. It's actually knocking out a guy because you're all roided up and you gave him a CTE. But
that too, but
what I understand the point of that, does anybody believe if these kids wouldn't have gotten so high of an SAT score, they still wouldn't have gotten into these prestigious schools just because of who their parents are?
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like even if like these idiots, the idiot kids, like they still would have gotten into the schools. Their parents just would have found a different way to use their celebrity and power, other than just paying off this dude to cheat for them. So, like,
here's the thing though, Travis, and you have to understand, Deadspin has, if you want, we'll put the link on the website to a couple of these articles we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Deadspin has a great one on it though, because they kind of center on the whole point of these families paying them is they're rich enough to afford the services of this company. The company, by the way, is called The Key, and it really stands for the Edge College and Career Network.
Okay.
That's the for-profit, quote-unquote, college counseling and preparation business that got these kids into these schools.
Right.
That's the business William Singer was running.
And they were paying, what were they paying? Like $500,000 per?
It depends. So the most that one parent paid was $6.5 million.
Oh my God.
to get their kid into, like, I think it was Yale or something like that.
How much of a dummy was that kid?
Lori Loughlin's kid, and that's why this story has legs, is there are two famous celebrities that are involved. Lori Loughlin is the one, and what's the other one's name? Felicity something?
Felicity Huffman. Who Felicity Huffman.
Felicity Huffman.
Yeah. She is the
from
more
Desperate Housewives, right?
Yeah, and she's been on countless movies and shit like that. But when Bobo brought this to my attention, I started reading about it, and Lori Loughlin is Aunt Becky, as Big Red pointed out from the show Full House. I was thinking, where the fuck does she get the money to do this? But
so she's rich.
Well, yeah. Well, no. Her husband's rich. By proxy, she's rich. She married the dude from that does the Massimo brand of clothing for Target.
Yes.
So that's where she gets the money.
Do you want to know what I know about Massimo real quick as a tangent?
Sure.
I remember back in middle school, there was an urban legend rumor going around that Massimo, if you looked at it like in a mirror upside down, it said worship Satan or something. Did you ever hear this, Travis?
I have never heard this. And how much time?
Yes.
How much time did you spend staring at this in a mirror?
None, because I didn't have any Massimo clothing because it's fucking stupid. But I remember that was like kids were talking about, oh my God, it's like worship Satan and stuff you look at in the mirror. I'm like, what the fuck?
I wish you would have had like a really big drug phase where you were just doing like a bunch of acid trying to see if Massimo said worship Satan. But
you're right. That's why she acts but she's still rich on her own. But the whole point of this company is for people that are rich enough to do things like this, but not rich enough to like buy the university a new building or something.
I mean, I guess so.
So, and Deadspin goes into this a little bit. They say that basically, when you buy like a wing of a university or something like that, like a library for a school, your kid can get into that school for free. All right. That's how it's going to work.
Right.
That's why those parents do that. They get favors for doing that for the university.
I mean,
so they call that using the backdoor, Travis, of getting into college.
Yeah. I mean, like, shouldn't they? Like,
right, it's the back door though. They're not going through the traditional method. So Warren Buffett buys a fucking a building for a school, and his kid gets to go to school for free.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's rich enough; it doesn't matter. He can buy a whole fucking college if he wanted to. So what the key is the company, by the way. The key would do is open what they call the quote unquote side door. By fabricating credentials that in theory would guarantee kids admissions into a school they otherwise would not get into.
Oh my God. Like, yeah.
I want to talk about this a little bit. If you haven't read something, there's a lot of articles about this. I will post the link to the Deadspin one. There's a couple others we're going to talk about, but go read this article. It's what they're doing is it's brilliant and fascinating. So here are some of the ways, Travis, that the key used to cheat kids into getting into these schools. If you paid them this much money. So Lori Loughlin paid, I think, $500,000 to get her oldest daughter into USC.
Didn't she do it for both her daughters though?
I don't think her youngest daughter's in college yet, is she?
I don't know, but they're both smoking hot.
Yes, that helps. And anyways, so here's some of the things they did. They would bribe test administrators to allow third-party employees, Travis, the key has employees, to take standardized tests for kids.
Oh, man.
So Like they had 2 testing centers that they had people like paid off. So that what they would do is they would instruct the parents to tell the schools or whatever they need to go to this testing location because of whatever hardship or whatever.
Right.
And then at that location, the key had paid off the administrators to let someone else take the test for them.
So some 45-year-old dude with a mustache was just sitting there.
He was 36. It was a specific person that they employed, and he was 36 years old.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so he's just sitting there like, hey, it's me, Olivia Jade and Isabella Rose, whatever their fucking last names are.
Right.
But, yeah.
So, yeah, like it was a super old person. Anyways, some other things they did where they would use a charity to launder money to bribe coaches into labeling their students as recruits.
Oh.
For not like A-list sports like football,
right.
but like lacrosse,
field hockey,
crew, things like that.
Right.
Fabricating fake student athlete profiles for prospective students, including parent-supplied staged photos showing their kids engaged in athletic activity, which consisted of photoshopping their faces onto the bodies of quote-unquote legitimate athletes.
Oh, that's awesome.
So what this means though, to explain it in layman's terms, is there's one. Let's say there's a women's soccer coach at Yale. They would pay her. They paid her, I think, $400,000 to label this one kid as a recruit of hers, because recruits get easier admission standards in a college. If you're not aware of that,
sure, of course.
Well, I know if the general public's aware of that. That's a real thing that happens. Like the kids that play football at USC don't have to meet the same academic rigors that regular students do. That's just how it is.
Is there really a world where people don't realize that?
I'm just explaining. So what they would do is they'd pay these coaches to say, hey, quote unquote, you're recruiting this person now. Even though when the kid got to school, they never played the sport.
Right, of course.
Right. So that's how it happened.
Well, honestly, yeah, you can just say I would assume you can just say you're recruiting anybody as long as you don't give them a scholarship, no harm, no foul. I guess.
What do you mean? Yeah, right. Sure. I mean, whatever. So, but that's why it's funny because it's got Lori Loughlin and her daughters on it and Felicity Huff. Dude, one parent though paid $6.5 million.
Dude, that kid is a fucking idiot.
Oh, sorry, $6 million. I'm sorry, I lied. $6 million.
Dude, that is, wow, that's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Because I can't wait. Because I hope, well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say, I hope that kid's parents are famous so it comes out who that kid is. But that's kind of bad for the kid. So I guess I'll walk
Apparently,
that
a lot of the kids did not know this happened. From what they did, this investigation has been going on for a long time now, and most of the kids are unaware their parents did this.
How would they not know?
What do you mean?
Okay, so they're talking to their other friends at school. They're like, man, the SATs were tough. Yeah, they were, and I'm going to need them to get in college. Wait, I didn't have to take mine, but I got into Yale.
No, the kids took them also, and then they basically, the parents outside of that were talking to this, these people, the key or whatever, and doing it a second time. You can take this more than once, Travis.
Yeah, no, I get that. So, but doesn't that raise even more suspicion? They went from an 800 to a 1440.
They don't usually look into that. Usually the highest score counts is what you use.
Yeah, I know, but I would imagine if you have a discrepancy between the two scores, that's gonna set off some sort of, because they check for cheating. So that's gonna set off some sort of bell.
The schools don't check for cheating. The test administrators test for cheating.
Sure.
And the test administrators are the ones being bribed, saying these scores are legitimate.
No. The test administrators don't grade it. They get sent off to a different location to be graded. Correct. And that's where they would probably check.
I'm guessing they had something in the pocket there because that's what they were doing.
Possibly, but I bet you that's how this all started. I guarantee you that's how this that is the weak link is where that's how the authorities found out about this.
So the authorities actually found out about this by they were not even looking for this. They were investigating. The FBI was investigating something else at colleges, and this popped up on the radar. I don't know exactly how. I got to find that out. Those details are not very well known yet.
Right? Yeah. I bet you that we'll never know exactly.
Oh yeah, you will. It's already coming out how the FBI figured it out.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah. Okay. That might just
they just weren't going out looking for it initially. They weren't tipped off. They
Sure.
were looking into something and they saw something out of line and investigated, and this came up naturally. Like they weren't tipped off.
yeah.
That's what I mean. Like no one called them and said, "Hey, there's a scandal going on." That's not what happened this time.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'd be super surprised that it never got like a red flag never happened, especially with the $6 million kid, because he's an idiot. So he probably got like 400 on his SATs. Don't you get 400 for just putting your name down or something like that? So like he probably got 400 and then went up to like 1,200.
Apparently, from the investigation, a lot of the kids they're adults now, by the way, Travis. They are not charged or named in the indictment because they were not aware. Again, if your SAT score is 400, you're probably dumb enough that you're not aware.
That is a good point.
So no, apparently a lot of these kids they honestly were not aware. I'm just telling, like, that's, yeah, for whatever, however they hid it from their kids or whatever they lied to them about, whatever, these kids weren't aware they didn't get into it by their parents basically buying it.
You know that the $6 million kid is just strutting around Yale, decked head to toe in Yale paraphernalia because he knows this is the biggest accomplishment he's ever going to have in his life.
Funny you should mention that, Travis. So, Big Red's articles he sent us were from Slate, which is the fucking scummiest scum pit of articles and organizations out there. I fucking hate the Slate, if you guys didn't know that. Just FYI. Bobo hates the Slate.
Bobo does.
I would boycott them except once in a blue moon, fucking Big Red sends me an article and I have to fucking read it.
Yes, you do.
This time, the Slate is making a connection to Fyre Festival and this scandal called Varsity Blues, because Lori Loughlin's daughters are what you would call those Instagram influencers.
Right.
And they're trying to make this connection about the rich and the wealthy through this Instagram influencer stuff. If you read the articles, we'll post the articles from the Slate on the website as well. We'll link to them. Okay. It makes no sense. The Slate's fucking stupid. They're basically just upset that everyone's rich is what it is. Whatever.
I do like how they posted the Lori Loughlin's one daughter's post about like her paid partnership with Prime Student.
Right. So basically, the whole point, like you just said though, Travis, is this her one daughter, Olivia or whatever, got into USC, and the fucking first thing she did was start posting paid partnerships with Prime Student about like the stuff she's buying from Prime Student and how it's great for her as a college kid and stuff. So she's already making money off of being in college.
Right, of course. Well, she's
which fucking great though. That's the whole point of America right there, right?
I guarantee you those daughters have made more than Lori Loughlin's ever made in her life. Like, off of goddamn Instagram.
The best part is some of Olivia's posts about college. They don't age well now. Like she has one post from Twitter back in August before she went about college prep is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, for 10.
Like these kids might not have been aware. They thought they were actually trying to get into these schools. Yeah, prepping by how? Your parents fucking taking some money, putting it in an unmarked envelope and dropping it in a fucking trash can on 3rd and 3rd Street?
No, for Ted, who's on his 4th SAT of the day.
I just picture some fucking rich dude, like some smart guy just burn out taking SATs for fucking rich kids all day.
Like slamming the booklet shut. Try harder next time. Maybe you'll get some trickier questions.
He's got the fucking things memorized because he's taking them so often.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Isn't that how the one dude in that movie, Catch Me If You Can, that's how he passed the bar exam? What's that guy's name?
Fuck.
Hang on. As Bobo Googles in real time.
We can all hear your loud goddamn keyboard.
Oh, fuck off. Whatever. The dude's name is fucking Frank Abagnale.
There it is. Yep.
Who was, yeah, if you guys haven't seen Catch Me If You Can, it's a great Tom Hanks movie. And it's got Leonardo DiCaprio in it, so, he's so dreamy, whatever.
Wait, do you categorize that as a Tom Hanks movie?
Yes, absolutely. He's the co-lead with Leonardo DiCaprio.
I feel like that's more of a Leonardo DiCaprio movie than it is a Tom Hanks movie.
So if you look at in I guess Hollywood, yeah. Tom Hanks is not a supporting actor. They were co-stars.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they were both stars of the film apparently.
Well, Tom Hanks was the bigger star probably at the time. And that's why.
Yeah, it's from 2002, so you're probably right.
And that's why that happened. But probably if that was not the case, or if it was like done today, I don't know that Tom Hanks would have been co-star.
But anyways, in that movie, this guy, Frank Abagnale, is basically a con man. And in one part of the movie, he and passes the bar exam to become a lawyer in the state of Alabama, I think it is.
Right.
And that happened in real life. It's based on a true story. And in real life, Frank Abagnale passed the bar, not being a lawyer, not even going to college. He just took the bar so many times. And back then in the 1970s or whatever, I think it was late 60s, early 70s, they didn't change the questions on the test. So he just took the test enough that he memorized the answers.
Right.
He said it took him 6 tries. But they just let him keep taking it till he passed it.
Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, you legit can. You can do that.
Right.
Back then.
Not anymore. Now they change questions and stuff. It's too difficult.
Yeah, and I feel like, well, you can still retake it, but I feel like there's like a time period in which you have to wait. And obviously it costs money every time. So like,
it does cost money to take those tests. It's not free.
Right. So.
Yeah.
But
anyways, so it's just funny. It's kind of like the same thing here now, though. This guy's out there just fucking taking tests for rich dicks, the same tests all the time. He's probably everyone's a perfect score now.
Oh my God. This is just, I don't know. This is the funniest thing to me.
So here's the poll this week, though. Do you fucking care that a bunch of rich chicks got into college by bribing people?
I like that. Do you?
Because I mean, do you really care, Travis? At the end of the day, does this interest you? Do you care? Do you have a problem with it? Are you annoyed by it? What do you think about it?
My problem is it's not that I care. Like, I don't know. It's just no, I don't care. I think that's the long and short of it. I just don't care because there's other things to worry about in our lives, and I kind of assumed something like this was going on anyways. So, fuck it. Who cares?
Okay. I don't know. I don't like, I mean, at the end of the day, it probably affected like 24 people not getting into the school they wanted to.
Oh, 33 people.
No, 33 parents were indicted.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but
so it's probably less kids.
Would you think that they indicted both parents of
like Lori Loughlin, her and her husband both indicted.
Oh wow! Well,
so is Felicity Huffman and her husband William H. Macy. They're also both indicted.
It sounded like from the articles that I read about Felicity Huffman, it sounded like he had like nothing to do with it. Like William H. Macy.
I mean, he might not have known. That's true.
Yeah, but
when you're married, Travis, if your spouse is fucking out there doing illegal fucking shit, it's not going to come back on you lightly either.
I don't know.
They assume you guys talk.
I don't think that William H. Macy is indicted. Is
he not?
I don't think so because all these articles.
Oh, okay.
They mention him, and I don't think Lori Loughlin's husband was either.
Really?
Yeah, like from all these.
How can he not be? Like it's his fucking money.
That's a good point, but I don't know.
I don't know. Well, okay. So let's say maximum 33 kids. Let's say each one kid for one parent.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just
so 33 kids. At the end of the day, like it's not that many kids, and it's whatever. But again, if you think about the trickle down system, those kids get bumped to other schools. They bump kids from other schools. So there's 33 kids out there maybe that didn't get to go to college this year.
Okay,
I'm seriously. The worst case scenario, there are 33 people that were qualified that legitimately should have gone to college this year that could not go because they did not get into school because of one of these spots being taken up by a fucking rich dick and how it flows down.
Let me ask you this question. If it comes out that Lori Loughlin's husband was involved, do people start picketing Targets because of the Massimo brand?
I didn't even know they were sold at Target.
Oh yeah, that's like the house brand for Target, Massimo.
Huh.
Like if you go, in fact, I don't think I was going to say I think I own a Massimo jacket, but I might not. But
do you think they're going to start boycotting Full House reruns?
No, I don't. Honestly. I think this story kind of has legs just for the celebrity factor of it. And also that's why I don't think William H. Macy's gonna be he was indicted because his name would have been all over this shit. I think he's the biggest star out of those three. But I think this has just kind of a funny, like, this is something for housewives to watch the Good Morning America to watch, and laugh at. But outside of that, I don't think anybody's really outraged. I honestly believe nobody cares.
No, I hate rich people, so whatever, fuck them. But
right, I feel like your attitude right there is indicative of what most people are going to think about this. Like,
yep.
And if anything happens, if there's another death off of the show 90210, it wipes this story completely out of the headlines. So
Yeah.
I don't think this one, and I could be wrong. We'll see. We're just in day one of admission scandal 2019, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I want to see what else comes out of this. So yeah, who knows where it's going to go? You want to move on to end times real quick?
I do.
Okay. So this is another article we'll post on the website, but we can read it all here for you. There's a new viral challenge going around, Travis.
Yes, I know.
And it's not great if you're lactose intolerant.
I guess it's great if you're a dickhead parent.
Oh, hot take there. So the new viral challenge is parents taking videos of themselves throwing slices of cheese on their babies' faces.
Yeah, and laughing hysterically.
Yes.
Like, so Bobo sent me.
So these videos are literally, it's what you think it is. It's like a baby sitting in a high chair, and then a parent's hand coming out and flinging like a piece of like Kraft singles onto like their kid's fat fucking forehead and then laughing about it.
Yeah. Like,
that's the whole thing.
And Bobo sent me this article, and there is, I think, 4 videos in the article that you can watch of like this, of videos that parents have posted, and 2 of those, after it happens to the kid just looks at the fucking camera, and even they know it's not funny. Like, the look on the kid's face is like, really? You're fucking throwing cheese at me?
Yeah, literally, that's what they're doing. They're throwing cheese at their babies' heads. Now, let's be like, I find this so odd that it's like a challenge, like it's like the challenge to like get it to stick to their head or whatever. The one video has like 10 million views though.
Why? Okay, who finds this funny? And
that's what I want to know.
Yeah, like, who is like rolling on the ground laughing watching these videos?
Oh, I got a whole fucking Facebook feed full of those fucking emails, dude.
You think this is an old person thing?
Oh, dude, old people like the dumbest shit on Facebook.
Like, this is,
the dumbest shit.
This would be it then. Throw a slice of cheese.
This is exactly what all day on my feed, Travis. It's shit like this.
That is, and it's so it's so stupid. And why are you throwing cheese at your kid? Like,
now here's the thing though. I don't think it's like offensive or mean to the kid though. It's not hurting them. There are some parents that are outraged over this, which I also don't understand.
Oh, I am outraged. This is disrespectful to your ugly little children. Like, I guess I'm just outraged that it's not funny. I am too. I'm also outraged that parents are outraged by this. They're like, oh, you're throwing food at a kid who can't even defend himself. I'm like, it's a fucking slice of cheese. Calm the fuck down. You know what though? In 20 years, when you get caught for paying off your college administrators and your dumb kid couldn't get in, this is the video they're gonna play of your stupid kid.
Oh my god, this is exhibit fucking A.
Yeah, look, he got hit in the face with a piece of cheese. Look at this moron.
Like this person's clearly insane, Your Honor. Look at him throwing cheese at an infant. And the judge will watch the video, and it'll be some meme because judges are all like old men and women. They'll be like, "Oh my god, that's hysterical."
Yeah, bailiff.
And the guy will get off. You're free to go.
Bailiff, get over here. You got to see this video.
The number is 747 banging.
747-226-4464.
Bailiff, get over here and see this video. Go ahead and call in and let us know if you give a shit about Lori Loughlin's fucking kids going to college on their dime. Literally.
I mean, this is the most press coverage she's gotten in the past 20 years.
Let us know if you can find the link to Fire Festival. Slate said they found it, but I'm not so fucking sure.
Like, they found a link to...
They think the link is that it's all rich people doing rich people things. That's like their link. I hate Slate. Fuck that stupid website. Anyways, pwpodcast.com. We're going to post a picture of the bathroom stall that Travis looked at for far too long. We'll post the links to these articles on it. We'll post some of these baby cheese fucking videos. They'll be fucking great. Can't wait for you to laugh and laugh and laugh for hours.
I'm not fucking posting videos of the Cheese Kids. You can just go to the article and watch them on there. That way they don't get the clicks.
Good point. Anyways, and it's PW the podcast on our Facebook, on our Instagram, our Twitter, all our social media stuff. That's how you find us, PW the podcast, /PW podcast if you can't figure that out. I don't know how else to help you, but that's what I can do for you. It's Prestige Worldwide, the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever good podcasts are hosted. We slide in the back door, or the side door, as the key would call it.
Well, we'll slide in any door that'll have us.
We pay for the side door as well. We don't have money for the back door. We don't have the bill of Spotify new building, so we just pay to go in the side door like this. That's how we got in all these. So we can't be too offended about these articles. That's how we do things ourselves.
That is true.
That's all I fucking got this week.
I think that's it for me then, too.
Next week is March Madness, so we'll be doing our bracket challenge. So get excited. It's one of our favorite episodes of the year, doing brackets. So we got 4 new brackets for you guys, new topics that you haven't heard before. Hopefully you find them funny. If not, you should listen anyways. I don't really give a shit. Just give us the clicks.
Give us the clicks, people.
Give us the clicks.
All right, you got anything else there, Bobo?
That's all I got.
All right, we'll see you next Thursday.
See you guys.